Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Geiger, and up here with the final part of the Blu Ray collection. I'm a bit out of it because I've had to go into town. I picked my son up from school and then I had to go into town, had to sell some stuff because I needed some money. And then I had to go shopping and fucking go to the post office. So it's a bit of one of those days today. So, yeah. I just had to sell some Blu-ray box sets and things, like the Fast and Furious, the Harry Potter one, some of my more expensive ones. I haven't watched any stuff on them, but actually they have 4K releases, so no doubt when things get sorted again, I'll probably just pick them up on the 4K set, so I've got the best versions at least. But anyway, let's just go straight into it. First up, we have the Ultimate Rambo Collection. Includes all 4 Rambo films. On Blu-ray, of course, classic, movies, of course, Sylvester Stallone and his finest, of course. I've only seen 1 and 2, haven't seen the 3rd one or the 4th one. Next we have Graven Cameras. Very happy to have this on Blu-ray. One of my more favourite modern found footage horrors. Yes, it's a bit on the, not generic side, but the usual suspects, the haunted hospital type thing, but it's done pretty well and I enjoyed it. The sequel was okay, but it was like one of them sequels that was saying, oh, the first one was real, that sort of thing. Then we have Paddington. Haven't checked this one out. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really watch the cartoons or read the books as a kid, so don't really have much appeal to me. Then we have Ocean's 13. I do have 11 and 12 on DVD, so I do have the 13th one. The 3rd one, should I say. Then we have Lucy. I'll be honest with you, I was enjoying this movie up until the last like half an hour. I like the idea of the whole what would you do if you used 100% of your brain concept. But the ending for me just sort of went, really? That's what you're going to do with it? I'll have to give it another watch on Blu-ray and check it out again and see if my opinions change. Because sometimes that happens. First time you watch a movie, you might not like it or you might like it. Watch it again, your opinion might change. Then we have Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins. I enjoyed the first G.I. Joe movie. I haven't seen Retaliation, but I do actually have it. I thought I didn't. And yeah, this is the origin story of Snake Eyes. I think Snake Eyes is probably my favourite character if I had to choose a G.I. Joe character. Again, I don't know if they're going to do this for all of the G.I. Joe characters, but at least they've done when with the right one, obviously probably one of the more popular characters. Then we have the WWE Ladder Match, Crash and Burn, Ladder Match 2, just a great compilation. There's nearly 8 hours worth of content on here. 20 ladder matches, some exclusive content. I know WWE Network has a decent amount of stuff on there, but you know, some of these WWE DVDs and Blu-rays might go up in price. We don't know. But I do prefer, sometimes these are better because, you know, if you just get to sort of go straight into it, if you just want to see ladder matches, you don't have to find the individual pay-per-view or something. But I still use WWE Network. I'm not really into modern WWE, but I do love watching the old stuff. I might get back into modern WWE at some point. Then we have Terminator 2 Skyline Edition. I downgraded because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't happy with the 4K release. The transfer wasn't great. They did it from the 3D version of the movie. I ended up watching the Blu-ray version on that anyway. So I just downgraded and got the standard Blu-ray. But it does have multiple versions on here. One of the greatest sequels of all time. Then we have The Unborn. Haven't checked it out. Looks kind of interesting. Horror movie. Oh, and I subscribed to Full Moon. I looked at it last night and stuff that's on there. I didn't really want to do it, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. looking through there, you've got Ginger Dead Man, freaking the Killer Clown movies, Killjoy, you know, Evil Bong, Puppet Master. It just looks so cheesy and fun, right up my alley. I love stupid, cheesy, fun horror movies. Then we have the Nightmare on Elm Street collection, classics. Tons of special features on here. I have seen all of them, I think, but it's been a while since I checked out the originals. I think Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors is my favourite. Got that awesome soundtrack by Dokken. Dream Warrior. Yeah. Great classic movies. These are, you know what I like about these movies? They're cheesy, fun movies, but at the same time, it's quite dark and creepy. Of course, Robert Englund, one of the greatest actors, horror actors. I love Freddy Krueger, of course, one of the most well-known icons of horror. Freddy's gonna get ya. Then we have Solomon Kane. Kind of looks like a mix between a horror with fantasy, mummy-esque type thing. Some of this stuff I got in bundles, so. Then we have the awesome Stanley Kubrick collection. 7 great films on here. Has Lolita, which was the first time released on Blu-ray on this set. 2001, A Clockwork Orange. Mainly got it for A Clockwork Orange. Loved the novel of that. I listened to the audiobook, and I'm really glad that the audiobook version of it was the original British version that has the 21 chapters. I think it's 21 or 22, whereas the film is based on the American novel, which doesn't have the final chapter, which is why the movie sort of ends abruptly. Barry Lyndon, The Shining, another classic. Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut, and the bonus features, a ton of them on here. Doctor Strangelove isn't on here, so I didn't think it was on here, so I do have a standalone release. I thought that would have been on there, right? It's another one of these classics. I want to say it's in. Then we have Snow White and the Huntsman. I do have the first one on Blu-ray. I wasn't sure if I did, so I have got both of them. Visually stunning movies, again, all flair. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this new Snow White Disney thing going on, with the fact that there's not going to be any dwarfs in there. I can understand where the whole controversy is coming from, but it's very hit and miss, because you've got people like Peter Dinklage with the one that was against it, but then you've got people like Hornswoggle and Wee Man and all of these other well-known little people actors. Little people, is that the correct terminology? I'm sorry if it's wrong. I don't want to call them dwarfs or anything. They're little people, I believe. So some people for it, some people against it. I don't know. To me personally, I'm not really a big fan of the live action Disney movies anyway. I haven't seen any of them, so I don't really care. But if you want to watch the original, just watch the original. There's nothing wrong with it. It was a cartoon, so it is what it is. And then we have Skyline. Looks sci-fi action. Looks like you know, Independence Day-esque. Then we have Lockdown. Guy Pearce. Looks action packed. The Lego Batman movie, which I did enjoy. I enjoy all the Lego movies, Lego games. They're fun for all the family. Can't go wrong with Lego. Then we have the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes 1 and 2. It's the Robert Downey Jr. versions. Of course, they did do one with Benedict Cumberbatch. Sherlock Holmes, you seem to probably get Sherlock Holmes every couple of years, so. Shaun of the Dead, another classic British movie. I love this movie. Probably one of my favourite zombie movies. Probably one of my favourite horror comedies as well. It's a zomcom. Sharknado 2. Again, these movies, I haven't watched them, but I know they're not movies to take too seriously. Mortal Kombat, I've heard mixed reviews for this one. Some people say the story isn't great, but the filmography and the fight scenes are excellent. And honestly, that's good enough for me, right? I don't play Mortal Kombat. You don't play Mortal Kombat for the story, do you? You play it for the violence and the fighting. I'm a fan of the original Mortal Kombat movies. They're cheesy, but enjoyable. And that soundtrack is awesome as well. Kung Fu Panda, haven't seen any of these movies, but it is what it is. Kong Skull Island, haven't checked this one out. I wasn't a fan of the Godzilla movies, so hopefully this one's better. I know it's set in the same sort of universe. Knowing with Nicolas Cage, I think it's I'm not sure if it's aliens or what, I don't know, end of the world type thing. Then we have Monkey Magic the movie. This is cheesy, stupid, fun. There was one, I think it's Monkey Magic 3, which has a scene with Avengers, I say that very lightly, playing killer football. This looks like insane, stupid fun. Michael Jackson, this is it, based on the final tour of Michael Jackson before he passed away. Say what you want about Michael Jackson, one of the greatest of all time artists when it came to music and dancing. You can't hate on the musical side of Michael Jackson. The personal life, it is what it is, but the musical side of Michael Jackson, the music videos, the dancing, the artistic side of him was fantastic. Of course, one of the greatest of all time, King of Pop. Men in Black 3. I think I've seen Men in Black 3. I wasn't a massive fan of the sequels. Love the original though. Night and Day, another Tom Cruise movie. I like Tom Cruise. A lot of people hate on Tom Cruise because he's a Scientologist. But there are a lot of people out there, actor-wise, directors, that have done a shit ton worse than being someone that has a certain belief, you know. So don't hate on someone because of their beliefs, right? Hate on them if they're horrible people. Then we have the original King Kong vs Godzilla. If I'm going to watch King Kong vs Godzilla, I'd prefer to watch this one. Again, classics, part of the Toho features. I want to get the original Godzilla stuff, but it's hard to find. My Bloody Valentine 3D. I haven't seen the original. I remember watching about an hour of this when I was younger, and I enjoyed what I watched of it. A lot of people say that this isn't a bad movie. I think this could have been a great series. They could have easily have made him into a series, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I'll have to rewatch it. Killing Them Softly, Brad Pitt. Again, nothing to do with the song. The original Kill Bill, in my opinion, the better of the two, but I enjoyed both parts. Love this film. Again, like I said yesterday, I'd love to see a TV show or a movie or an animated feature based on the Kill Bill when she was the assassin, part of the assassins. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I think that was meant to happen, but I don't think they ever got around to doing it. Then we have the Saw unrated collection, Saw 1 to 7, and this is a region 3 Blu-ray, so you can get it wherever you want. It's region 3, says there, A, B and C. Always check when you buy something to check the regions, because sometimes they are region 3. I enjoy the Saw movies. I know a lot of people hate on the newer ones. I wasn't a big fan of Spiral. I enjoyed Jigsaw up until the end. But I enjoy the Saw movies. Yes, they're torture porn movies, but I think the first one is definitely the best of the series. I enjoyed all of them. Love me or hate me for that, but I enjoy them for what they are. But the first one obviously is the best one because it's low budget and, you know, kind of thing. Then we have Kick-Ass, comic book style, action comedian stuff. Great, some great actors in here. The original... the Scarface, the classic here. This doesn't have, because I want to get the 4K version because I know one of the versions has the original included, but this doesn't have the original on here, but it does have the comparison. I haven't checked out Scarface yet, but I know I'm going to enjoy it. Say hello to my little friend. Of course, Al Pacino, one of the greatest. You know, a lot of people love this movie. You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. Of course, I don't know how good that impression is. My Soul to Take, Wes Craven. I've heard mixed reviews on this one. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Haven't seen any of the Planet of the Apes movies. Resident Evil, the final chapter. I want to say that I haven't seen this one. I enjoy the Resident Evil movies. I take them at face value. Yes, they're nothing like the games. I know the first, and I know Apocalypse had Nemesis in it, and it does have like some of the characters and monsters from the Resident Evil games, but take them for what they are. I personally enjoy them. Just fun comic book style video game action, you know, horror-esque movies, I guess. Extinction. These are both sealed. I might keep them sealed, and then if I find the Blu Ray complete collection, then I'll sell these ones if anyone's interested. Red Riding Hood, the alternative cut. Don't know the difference between this and the normal version. More of a darker tale version of it. Red Tails, I'm expecting this to be like Glory, based on one of the first African-American pilot squad from World War II. So I'm expecting it to be like Glory, sort of that sort of Prejudice style thing. Really enjoyed Glory. The Mad Max collection, all three movies. No, the fourth one's not on here, but again, classic movies. Again, you can't go wrong with Mad Max. Red Dwarf, the complete 1 to 4. This is the classic version on Blu-ray. I had no clue that it had a Blu-ray release. Some special features on here as well. Love Red Dwarf. I know it's on BritBox, but I'll take any BBC comedy, classic comedy that has a Blu-ray release. I'll take it. Even though BritBox is fine and I use it quite a bit, but I haven't seen any of the newer Red Dwarf stuff, but kind of pissed they never released a complete series with 9 to 12, only individual releases. Then we have the Robocop Trilogy, again, classic, violence, R-rated action. Red Cliff, this movie goes on for, how long is this movie? I know it's like a 6-hour long movie or something like that. Doesn't say. Well, 147 minutes. 2 hours. Okay. I thought this movie was longer than that. 3 Kingdoms, 1 Fate. I thought this movie was longer than that. Maybe it's because it's the special edition version, the longer version. But this is based on it's basically like a better version of Dynasty Warriors. More sort of dramatic. Prom Night looks interesting. Poltergeist, the 2015 one. I enjoyed the original, haven't seen the remake. The original Pokemon movie, I'm not a massive Pokemon fan, but this movie was childhood right here. Yeah, everyone watched this movie, of course, the classic crying scene with Pikachu right there. That scene right there, man, tugs at your heartstrings. And then last we have Piranha 3D. Again, a fun, cheesy movie. I've heard 3 Double D is more cheesy. This is a Blu-ray 2D double pack. And actually, all of this stuff I'm going to keep. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Blu-ray collection. If you did, feel free to leave a like. Let me know what Blu-rays you've got. Some of this stuff will definitely might upgrade to 4K eventually. Some stuff like the Resident Evil stuff, I'll try and get the collection for it on Blu-ray. But overall, I'm happy with what I've done. I was a bit disappointed that I had to let some of the stuff go, but like I said, they've all got 4K releases anyway, the Fast and Furious and that. So, but anyway, I'm gonna subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna go and chill for a little bit now, for half an hour before I sort of tidy up and do dinner and things. But yeah. What was I going to say? I'm going to play some more Lego Movie 2 video game tonight. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not enjoying it as much as I prefer the sort of more one that I'm used to. This one sort of has a bit different to it. I'm going to do a review on it anyway. And then tonight I'm watching some more Laurel and Hardy. Disc 5, I think, which has got 4 or 5 shorts on there. But anyway, guys, as always, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.